Howdy there, cowboy. My name is Kiki and I painted my very first Space Marine. This is also my very first YouTube video, so be gentle. Part 1. This could also be referred to as the first part. Here I took some Vallejo Bloody Red and some Blood Angels Contrast, mix it with a little bit of water to go over what I had previously airbrushed as my primer. And I guess while we do this, share a quick fun fact: Space Marines are native to space. And this brings me to our next part. We're going to be throwing some shade. No cap, for real, I'm not showing my age, you are. Anyway, get into those recesses and shadows. My God, my neighbors probably hate me. Feelings mutual, Angela. And my overall process is dark to light, so we're going to go with a black. This is Vallejo Black. And I'm going to go all over the model, and we're going to pick out all the spots that we want black eventually. And for this part, I'm actually doing it in sub-assemblies because I'm an elitist. Look at this. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just a regular guy. It's fine. I find it more convenient to break it down because a lot of these parts that are black won't be seen in the end. They're mostly going to be hidden once it's all glued and assembled. Ah yes, part 2, my favorite. Here I've got some Army Painter paints. It reminds me of the war, that's why I prefer it, or something like that. This is the Sergeant of the Infernus Squad from the Leviathan set, and I'm not gonna lie, we had a lot of fun back and forth in editing of making fun of his face. He kind of looks like a villain from the Planet Fitness commercial, like the bad guy. It's like, you dropped a weight. Or like he's Bane, or more truck nuts than trucks. I actually used a combination of Army Painter and Vallejo. Japanese Uniform World War II is the paint that I used on his face. You can't make these names up. I don't know who names these paints. Flat Earth, my God. How do you feel about Flat Earth? Let me know in the comments below. Is YouTube a judgment-free zone? Let's find out. And speaking of staying neutral, I used a warm palette for this excellent segue. Army, meaning I chose a lot of reds, browns, golds, brasses. Come on, brain, you can do it. I ended up using brass as the first layer of the metallic. Oh yeah, that sounds smart. I like it because it really kind of has a little bit more of a rich tone, and it's going to be the darkest of all the metallics. We're going to go over it with Retributor Armor and Vallejo Gold and a little bit of Wraithbone as well over it. So it'll kind of build up as we go. And I'm just going over all his little accessories, the details on the jetpack and the gun, and just various armor details are done here. Okay, so we're building up this symbol on his chest. This quite tedious, but also rewarding. No, this sucks. Adding the white and the lighter gold to it really makes it pop. Adds some dimension. That's such a YouTube thing to say. Honestly, I don't know what this thing is. It's like a little flag he carries around, I guess. Is it a flag? I'm not sure. I'm somewhat new to Space Marines. I think it's a flag. We're going with that. I don't need instructions on how to play pretend. And this is my first Space Marine army. So that brings us to part 3. I was going to do edge highlighting because I figure it's my first Space Marine army. Let's do the iconic Space Marine thing. Let's go heavy metal. Now, the problem is I've never tried it before. This is my first attempt, and after several tutorials, I gave it a try. Now, I went over the edges with white, and then I went over where I painted all the edges white. I painted it. This is very difficult for my brain. Come on, bitch, you got this. But I painted it over with a combination of Troll Slayer Orange, Vallejo Bloody Red, water. There's too many weird names to remember. A little bit of Blood Angels Contrast. and the results were actually pretty cool. I didn't master it, but I'm proud of what I have. I think it looks pretty good. And although it looks sick, I have to say this is probably the most time-consuming thing I've ever done in my entire life. The tutorials kind of gave me the impression it wouldn't be so time-consuming, but this squad took forever. Now we have gold. The metallics on here, I really wanted to add some dimension to them. This is a serious thing for me. I hate flat-looking metallics. So I used gold to highlight the brass and retributor armor and kind of went over some of the areas that I put the Wraithbone on. And I've seen a lot of people online use Troll Slayer orange to complement the Blood Angels red. So I tried it for the edge highlighting, and I gotta say, it looks better than the camera can even show. So yeah, thumbs up from me. And here we're showing the sub-assemblies getting finished up. We're almost done. We're on the cusp of manhood. We are almost there. And I'm just going to glue all these together with some model glue, get the assemblies put together, and we will have the final product with the base finished. And after a little construction, and there we have it. It's my first Space Marine. I'm really happy with how he turned out, and I hope you enjoy this video. Just kind of a process of how I do it. So, yes, thank you for watching. Thanks again. Come on back here. All right, thank you. Thanks.